Hello and welcome to Shy Yeti Goes Wild. Yes, today we are in the wild to find some wild things that are very wild. Okay, yes, it is very, very, very scary. So, come on, let's find them. Oh yes. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Shy Yeti on Location. This episode isn't going to be about location so much as a theme. We're going to be talking to the animals in this episode, including this one. Hello. Is that a duck on your head? Are you just pleased to see me? Is a duck. This is a piece called Diagonal Cat. Diagonal cat. You can't do that. Lie horizontal, worse still, flat. Climb the curtains in your drawers, shave your fur, or file your claws. I wouldn't want long nails like yours. Diagonal cat, what darn tomfoolery is you at? Are you waiting for applause? You've got a big job on your paws. Born on a slope, in a cravat, you slanty, angled pussycat. Unruly mule, was brought up cruel. He holds his hooves up, suggests a duel. Seems he fancies getting sued. How quite uncouth to start a feud. Now with a donkey, very crude. Unruly mule, his youth spent fighting back in school. He's burning up, he starts to brood. He gets into a dreadful mood. A well-aimed punch, it makes him drool. What an ill-mannered, violent mule. World-weary snake, a bad mistake. He likes to dine on mouldy cake. Once tried to eat a full-size goat. Tasted good, which got his vote. But alas, it got stuck in his throat. World-weary snake, oh what a difference does it make. The food inside him made him bloat. Up in the air began to float. He coughed it up then, wide awake. He nearly choked, that stupid snake. Growly beast, just scoffed a feast. Ought to have shared some food at least. But no, ate it all, yes, every bite. Full to bursting now, he's quite a sight. Squelch, exploded, what a fright. Growly beast, so then his life it swiftly ceased. Well, please don't think me impolite. Such a shame he couldn't get it right. They had to call the local priest, who ate him raw. Oh, what a hasty, tasty, growly beast. I've been working on this little collection called Shy Yeti Goes Wild. Yes, it's just poems about animals from all my old books. I've written loads of books and loads of poems about animals, so these are just ones that tend to be a bit, well, they've been hiding away like shy animals. I'm a Shy Yeti, so I know all about shy animals. So, well, not that every single animal in this collection is shy. This is just my rough draft. It'll be out soon, so I'll show you it when it's finished. Now it's time for a Yeti dance. And here we are in some woods, and we are here today to find the greater letter-spotted, like a big-winged poet thing. Yes, it is here we have come to find him. He has been reading, I think I say. He shall be reading some poems in his greater letter-spotted way. Yes, let's come and find him now. Oh, hello. Just looking for some more animals to read poems about. I haven't seen any. I'm going to keep looking. Still looking for animals to read poems about. I've seen a few pigeons. I'm really looking for something else though. Oh well. I'm going to read you a poem now called Mice Tap Dancing. There are many sounds that are hard to bear. The thud of furry paws upon a creaking stair. The booming echo of rhinos skipping. Chalk's blackboard squeak, a drag queen tripping. The din of drakes off to a wedding. The creeping itch of measles spreading. But worse still than that, a din quite entrancing. The rat-tat-tat of mice tap dancing. It's a noise that gets lost in your head, a sound that simply can't be shed, less tuneful than a walrus singing, more annoying than a cold caller ringing, more ghastly than the ghost of mother, or the BO of a teenage brother. It shakes the ground more than girl guides prancing. Oh, the rumbling cacophony of mice tap dancing. There are many sounds which drive you frantic, the groan of pleasure when it's tantric, the sound of folk unkindly mocking, of OAP's knees gently knocking, the shudder of a mammoth jogging, the squelch of lips so rudely snogging, but more hellish still with a blow that's glancing, the plod, plod, plod of mice tap dancing. It's not a noise you'll grow to like the squeak, squeak, squeak of a rusty bike, like a milkman's whistle or a cat's late night howl. Mice tap dancing sounds are always foul. It's the thump, thump, thump and the dozy-do, but I have a cure you'll be glad to know. But it's not to kill them, so put away your clippers. The only thing tap dancing mice require is comfy slippers. Yes, we have already seen some wild animals, it's true. Yes, so it's very impressive now. And some wild poems as well. Yes. Okay. I wanted to meet new animals, not trees with faces. Hello. Hello. Well, here is some woods. There are bound to be animals in this woods, so that I can find them and then I can read them a poem about themselves. Yes. Yes, so we've come to the woods because I'm reading poems about animals who live in the woods, and they said that if we both came here we'd make good bait and we might attract the animals.
What? You didn't tell me that part.
No, it's only just struck me actually what that meant. I thought that sounded like a good idea. Oh. Oh well, I'll be okay because I'm reading the poems. You'll be fine.
But you got more meat on your bones.
Now it's time for a Yeti dance. This is a poem called Why Don't Dragons Clean Their Teeth? Why don't dragons clean their teeth? They're just so badly bred. They could all be sweetly smelling, but all have fiery breath instead. They will not floss their toothy pegs, nor comb their shiny tails. They refuse to go on diets, and all break the bathroom scales. They don't seem to care about themselves, and even less about their friends. Any pets, it seems, that dragons keep, or meet, well, tragic ends. Why don't dragons clean their teeth? They always look so shabby. They always seem to need a wash, and their tummies are all flabby. They're obsessed with being mean and with chasing armoured knights, or with stealing dumb princesses, though they'll vow they've still got rights. Yes, still they'll make a quick kebab from any nincompoop who passes. Seems some dragons might well benefit from anger management classes. Why don't dragons chill a bit and stop being so fiery? Why don't they floss or clean their boots or keep an online diary? Why can't they just be slightly nice to those who do annoy them? Then perhaps knights wouldn't try to slay them all and instead perhaps employ them. But it seems that's just the way they are, the growly dragon in its cave. It would rather just not have to brush and simply stink and misbehave. Hello, this is where all the Yeti poets are kept. Yes, behind bars. Well, I'm not reading poems, I'm here behind bars, just writing new poems. What are you doing here? it's time for a Yeti dance. Doo-doo! Very exciting news, viewers. Yes, we have been looking around the woods and we have found some things that have shows that the poet has been here. They're like a whole line of pies and crumbs, and there was a chocolate cake and it wasn't quite eaten. I don't know what was wrong with it. But we have also found this. Yes, Shy Yeti Goes Wild. I don't know what that is. It is some sort of book. Yes. Oh yes. What's going on? There's the sound of a mating pheasant. This poem's called Hooray for Bears. Hooray for bears, hurrah, hurrah. Bears' habits can be quite bizarre. They wear their fur at awkward angles. Crows fluff it up to lose the tangles. There's no excuse to look so tardy, eating pies and growing lardy. Three cheers for bears for being growly. When they wear their specs they look quite owly. Hurrah for bears, hooray, hooray. Bears use cake to drive their blues away. They don't eat veg, they're none the wiser. Use gravy as a moisturiser. The thought of fruit, it really peeves. I mean, what's the point of lettuce leaves? Three cheers for bears, for opposing salad. That and every soppy ballad. Hooray for bears, hurrah, hurrah. With their allergies and bad guitar. Doing horrid sports makes their noses run. Best to rest their paws and have a bun. Best to do something that's quite amusing, not baffling nor quite confusing. Three cheers for bears for being clumsy. They clodhop about, they're rarely mumsy. Hurrah for bears, hooray, hooray. What mess they make, what grand melee. It's just their way to be creative. Back home, a mess makes you a native. It's a furry art, it's just expressive. To be beary yet still be impressive. Three cheers for bears. Let's celebrate them. Please, give 'em pie. Let's not bear-rate them. Well, I do not know. Our search for the poet this time has not gone so well. You know, I kept looking after we found that book, but I found a few more words. Some of them rhymed, some of them did not. But as yet, I think the poet has got escaped. Yes, I do not think he is here still. So that is time to go now. So, good to see you, and we will see you again soon. Hurrah for bears is from my book, The Shy Life. Except it's actually called Hooray for Bears. Mice tap dancing is from If Poems Were Pies. Diagonal Cat and Why Don't Dragons Clean Their Teeth are from Shy Yeti's incredible pie crust collection. Back home a mess makes you. What does it make you? Well, please don't think me impolite. Such a shill. Blah, 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 blah. They're obsessed with being neat. Oh, why don't?
He's usually not this terrible. It's all because of you.
Thank you for watching Shy Yeti in the Wild. There is more to come, so stay tuned. Don't be too wild. Huh? See you soon. Cut!